So this is a video that I have been, for one, I should have made a very long time ago. For two, I kind of have been putting it off just due to, I don't like, if you guys know me, have been watching me for a minute, I don't like labels. I do not like boxes. Don't like these words that can be tied to labels. So when me or anyone else uses the word ADHD, bipolar, schizophrenic, narcissism, etc. Narcissist in general is what this video is about. This has been watered down and presented to people so much, especially, I want to say that I use the word dangerous a lot, but if you truly think this through, you'll understand how it's dangerous. There is a ridiculous amount of shorts, TikToks, etc., those little short clip videos to where they go over narcissism and a narcissist and narcissistic abuse and all this. Now, we need to define what a narcissist is, because the way these videos are presented, this is something that I don't think we as adults fully take into account and consider when speaking these words. Children don't know the difference, and they latch on to this. And children and teenagers, for the most part, automatically assume that adults know what they're talking about. So when adults speak about things they have no clue about and they themselves are repeating stuff, or in this scenario, even worse, just spouting out stuff for views and clicks and a little bit of freaking dopamine, there's a bigger problem. So before we get into this, what I feel like we should say, this is a narcissist. The rest of this is just human behavior. There's a big difference in human behavior and being a narcissist, a full-blown narcissist, okay? Huge differences. So in these clips, a lot of these people are just spouting off human behavior that is negative. Now, obviously, there is some narcissism going on. But before we get into this, let me clarify this. When you get down to the core root of what a narcissist is, there's normally two camps with narcissism. One camp that believes that they are truly hurt children and they are acting out, and with help they can get better. Then there is another camp that thinks that they're evil people and you should just cut them out of your life and never talk to them again or have anything to do with them, or they should be killed or taken out or whatever. And I personally fall on, okay, so listen. I truly believe that narcissism is a result of trauma and PTSD. I truly believe that narcissism in its truest form is that person is a hurt child that does not know how to express themselves and is so bottled up and worked up with themselves and reality in the world that they don't know how to let it out. So I do not think that all narcissists are evil people. Should you cut narcissists out of your life? Yeah, dude, you should, especially if they're not trying. This is my thing with anyone. If I can tell that you're actually trying to improve and you own your mistakes and you own your behavior, you apologize for it, and you show me actions that is fixing that, I have no issue with you. I'll commend you. I'll help you out. But if you do not do that, then I don't have anything for you until you do. And I truly believe that the amount of narcissists is very small and rare here. I mean, it's very, very, very rare. So I've met a ridiculous amount of people in my life, interacted with them, talked to them. And I can really only look back in my life and say that I've probably only met maybe 2 or 3 people that I would truly consider a narcissist. And 2 of the 3 people I absolutely have no contact with anymore and wouldn't probably. Even if they did say they were sorry and did that, I might over time, but it would take me a minute. One person, though, I've known for over a decade, And this is not me being rude or mean or hurtful. It's just the truth. They are absolutely the biggest narcissist I've ever seen in my life. And I think just because you don't constantly call them out on their shit, they think they can get one over on you. And unfortunately, with the narcissist, what you'll realize is they have Dunning-Kruger syndrome, which means they think they're far more intelligent than they really are. And to themselves, they think that they are this hyper intelligent person that can manipulate situations to better themselves. However, the truth is everyone sees right through their bullshit and they look pathetic and sad. So it is Dunning-Kruger syndrome. There's one person in particular I know like this right now. And when I say I know him, I don't necessarily talk to him that much anymore or rarely fucking go around them, but this person by far has the worst. See, I don't want to say that because I don't know. I just know I've been around them quite a bit. I've seen them full blown narcissism, which means like before, it's like putting on the act and the manipulation and then thinking they're smarter than you and you don't see it. It's so fucking ridiculous. And I'll give you an example. Is like talking to this individual before I went and hung out with them and got them. They were like, oh, they were in a super great mood, blah, blah, blah. Then you go get them and they're like all down and out and just an asshole to be around, like suck the energy out of the room. You don't even want to be around them. Then you go out and get around other people and then all of a sudden they're the life of the party. And what you'll realize is they lie and they manipulate certain situations. They just won't be honest. It's almost like they're afraid of being honest. They care so much about what other people think about them and think that other people don't like them so much so that they act out this behavior and do stupid fucking things that get them caught in this on this side that I would like to call, hey, I don't want people like you in my life. And it's so silly because like you should be able to communicate this to them like an adult and they should be mature enough to comprehend what you're telling them and get that, but they don't. They get all defensive and butthurt. Because again, take it back to the beginning of this, they are overgrown children, and this is not an insult. This is the very truth of it. They got hurt as a child. Something happened to them, and their mentality stayed that way. So at the very essence, they are children. And then you'll notice they only reach out to you when they need something or want something. Meaning, I used to reach out to people daily and check up on them. Hey, how you doing? Hope all is well. And then I noticed most people didn't reach out to me first, so I just quit reaching out and saw who all reached out to me. Now I've had a few people that did reach out and be like, "Hey, you all right?" But that's why I still talk to these individuals. Everyone else, no, I don't. And then a couple people in particular tried to make it about them and tried to play the victim that I wasn't reaching out and checking on them. I wonder why I wasn't reaching out and checking on you. I'm the one that always reaches out. You only want to talk to me when it fucking benefits you, or you need something from it, or you get something from it, or you need somebody to talk to or be around. Because you're lonely. And in your own fucking head, you've made so much darkness that it's created an environment where you can't even be alone with your own thoughts. But then you try to help these individuals and they think they know everything. They have such an overinflated ego, which is sad because in all actuality, their ego is severely deflated. But they've got this weird thing going on. So let's go to narcissism and what this is really about and what I believe you can classify and define a narcissist as. It is someone who has no pretty much empathy towards another individual. It is someone who does not care about other people. It's someone that wants to lie, cheat, and manipulate no matter the outcome, no matter who gets hurt, as long as they are ahead or they are winning or they are getting something out of it or they're in control. And unfortunately, narcissists can put on good acts if you can't see through it. Like true narcissists, anyway. A true narcissist can put on such an act that they will have you thinking you're the problem, They will have you questioning your morals and ethics to the point that you start believing that you are crazy and you're the problem. Narcissists will also burn every fucking bridge they can. Well, that's not true. This is what they do. Narcissists hold on to bridges until they think they no longer need them anymore. Then they burn the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So this is very true. Watch and notice. These people will... It's almost like they disappear for a while, and then they come back just to keep you close enough to where they know that they can have access to you. Because really, at the end of the day, what it is they crave your essence, they crave your energy, they crave your peace, and they inspire to be like you. However, since they can't do that, secretly deep down they resent you and they have bitterness towards you, and they want you to fail in life. Now, I noticed this with a friend, one of these people that I'm talking about in this video, one that I'll be there for them if they need me, morally, to support them, as long as I do not think I'm getting taken advantage of. But when it comes to other things, no. Because there was a couple of times I had to bite my tongue not to really say some hurtful things to this individual. And then that brings the ego out in me, which I don't want to. There was one time in particular to where I really had to calm down to not bust this person's ass. Like, legitimately. There's been times where this individual has made it very apparent and obvious and clear that they are secretly rooting for your downfall. And then whenever good news happens and you succeed, you can see it on their face. They're irritated because they wanted you to lose, or they wanted this situation not to work out for you, because what? Misery loves company. So I hope this helped explain some things about narcissism. I'm going to make another video about narcissism. I also am going to make videos about bipolar, ADHD, things like this. That way I want to put this information out there. You listen to it and comprehend it, and then shift through it. Because again, to end this, if you listen to these shorts and these TikToks and you take all this shit to heart, you will think everyone in your life's a narcissist, for one. You will question if you're a narcissist, for two. Three, you will think you will believe that you have ADHD, manic depressive, schizophrenic and bipolar. I've seen this with people just from watching these videos. So like, and this is what people don't understand, how powerful the mind is. If you truly believe with all your heart you have these things, you constantly think about it, you tell yourself that, you speak it and tell other people that, reality has a weird way of giving it to you. So like, maybe realize that. It's a game of form and the play of life. I love you.